Now verbs. What are the verbs? So verbs are the action words. There are different types of verbs. Those are transitive, intransitive, finite, non-finite, strong and weak verbs, regular and irregular verbs. So first of all, what is a verb? As I told, verb is an action word, like she is singing. Here singing is a verb. There are different other verbs also. Those are auxiliary verbs. Auxiliary verbs are to be verbs, to do verbs and to have verbs. To be verbs includes is, MR, which is used for the present tense, and was, were, which are used for the past tense. Now has, have are used for present tense and had is used for past tense. Then we have some another verbs. Those are modals. Modal auxiliaries are including will, shall, can, may, might, would, should, etc. So where we have to use these verbs? Sometimes these verbs, which are known as the auxiliary and modals, are independent verbs also, and they are used with the another verb also. When they are used with another verb, those are known as helping verbs, and when they are independent, they are showing their independence. They can show finite tense also or finite verb also. Always finite verbs are always showing the tenses, and non-finite verbs are not showing the tenses. Here finite verbs like Ram eats mango. This is showing the simple present tense. This is finite verb. But non-finite are of different types, that is infinitive, present participle and past participle. So what did we learn? Various types of verb. Those are finite verb, non-finite verb, transitive verb, intransitive verb, auxiliaries and modals. Transitive and intransitive we will differentiate. That is, if the sentence is containing along with the subject object also, that is known as the transitive verb. Here we can say if verb is doing what requires an object, means where the object is needed in the sentence to show the sense of the sentence, that will be the transitive verb. And the very small thing that we should mind is, we can ask the question by what or whom. If we are getting the answer by what, that will be the direct object, and if we are getting the answer with whom, that will be the indirect object. So intransitive verb, either we can get both the answer by what or by whom, or one of them. Is it? The next is intransitive verb, when no object is needed to complete the sense of the sentence, or we can say the sentence is in the incomplete predication, that time it will be the intransitive verb. Sun rises. Sun rises, here showing the verb but no other part of the verb. Sun rises for what? We don't know. Sun rises whom? We are not getting any object here, that will be the intransitive verb. Children play. We learn. These all are the intransitive verbs. Now, as I told you, finite and non-finite verb. Finite verb always show the tenses. Non-finite verbs are all different types of verb. Those I told you. Those are infinitives, present participle and past participle. So, infinitive means when the preposition to is used with the verb, that will be the infinitive. Or after to or after preposition to, we will always use the V1 form of the verb. There will be no another form of the verb after to. Like she ate, she was called to learn her project. She was called to learn her project. So here to learn is the infinitive. Sometimes to preposition is hidden in the sentence, that infinitive is known as the bare infinitive. When to is hidden in the sentence, that infinitive is known as the bare infinitive. Another is present participle. Participles are of two types, that is present participle and past participle. Present participle, you are very familiar that if the verb is added with ing, that will become the present participle. And if verb is added with the en or ed or third form, means V3 form of the verb is used, that will be the past participle. Another non-finite is gerund. When the present participle form of the verb is used as a noun, that time it will be the gerund. Means if I give you the example, swimming is a good exercise. Here swim verb is added with ing, that is swimming. Here swimming is doing the work of noun, that time it is present participle and showing the work of noun, so it is gerund. When it is working for as a verb, that time it will be the participle, means present participle form, and these all together are known as the non-finite verbs. Is that clear now? Now I told you about the auxiliaries also. So auxiliaries, when primary auxiliary and modal auxiliary. Primary auxiliary I described you, that is MR for present tense, was were for past tense, has have for present tense, had for past tense, and do does for present tense, did for past tense. Here I will categorize again. Is, am, are, was, were are known as the to be verbs. Has, have, had are known as to have verbs, and do, does, did are known as to do verbs. Now we will proceed towards the modal auxiliaries. So the modal auxiliaries are will, shall, would, should, can, could, may, might, must, ought to, should, etc. Need to, dare to, these all are also modal auxiliaries. Where is would used? So I will tell you, if there is a wish, request, habits in the past, those all are used with the would. Now can is showing the ability, permission, request and possibility also. Could is showing, could is the past form of the can. So could is showing ability to do something in the past, permission to do something in the past, polite request and polite suggestion also. Here I will give you example for would. Would you open the window please? It is request. Another, it is showing for the habit, that is sometimes he would get chocolates for me. Usual or sometime you are doing the work, that time we can use would. Another can is showing possibilities, permission, ability and request. So the example for ability, I can speak French. This is ability. Can I go out or can I help you? These all are permission. And request, can you wait for a while? This is the request. And another possibility, example for possibility, look at the clouds, it can rain. So these terms, these conditions are applied when could is used, or sorry, can is used. For the could also same conditions are applied, but it is in the could is past form of the can. So ability to show something in the past, that is I could speak German. Now permission to show something in the past, that is I could go to the circus. Now polite request, could you wait for a while, and polite suggestion, could we visit the merchant or could we visit the museum or another place. Is that? Another modal auxiliary is may. May is showing possibility, permission to do something and polite suggestion also. Possibility example, it may rain today. Permission to do something, may I go to market or may I come in the class, is it? And polite suggestion is may I help you. Another might is the past form of may. Might is showing little less possibility than may, and might is also showing hesitant offer. सडन मतलब ऐसे थोड़ा झिझकते हुए हम किसी चीज़ को मांगते हैं किसी से या किसी से बोलते हैं, दैट टाइम might is used. For example of possibility, while using might, it is it might rain today. Means possibility is there to be the rainfall. And another hesitant offer, might I help you? Is that clear now? Must. Must is showing necessity as well as advice also. Example for necessity, I must complete the project, and advice, you must visit Red Fort. Is that clear now? Now ought to. Ought to is expressing probability as well as obligation also. So for expressing probability, we can take the example that this book ought to be very good. Is it? And obligation, we ought to help her. Another is should. Should is showing advice and as well as obligation also. For advice, we can take example, you should drive carefully, and for obligation we can take the example, you should obey the laws.